these are the items that you need. These big items right here, the tire valve removal installation tool. Somehow I'm not able to find this um, in auto parts stores or anywhere online in the United States. So I ordered this from eBay from China. I don't know, it's about $15-20. It consists of kind of a screwdriver type that you screw in the top of the valve to pull it out and to put it in. Um, it's kind of, this one's got a little bit of a hook to take out the old ones, and that's also kind of a tube to install the new ones. And you know, you also need some new tire valves and a four-way tool to let out the air and so forth. I positioned the tires. What we're going to replace is this leaky valve. As you can tell, if you can see this a little bit, we get a lot of dry rots here. You can see some of the air's coming out when I do this. The valve's messed up already. I live in Chicago, so we have a really harsh, humid and very hot summer, and then we have very cold, lots of snow winter, and so the roads use a lot of salt. So those are great combinations for dry rot on a lot of rubbers, especially the tires and the valves. So this is the first time I'm doing this, but I've been gone on YouTube, and it seems to be an easy step removing the valve and replacing it with the tire still on. So the first thing we're going to do is to remove the air from the tire. So I'm using the four-way tool over here to let the air out. So I'm right-handed, so I position the tire valve over here because I'm right-handed, and I have more leverage when I pull this out as opposed to here, and then also when I shove it back in. So this is what the tool looks like with the hook at the end, and from how I understand it, you just kind of go in there, in between. There it is, it's in. Now hook it this way so it'll come out. And just give it a pull. That's what it looks like. I never know what size this is. I bought a couple. They're cheap. They're probably like, you know, $2 a piece of this, a packet. So it seems to be like a .453 rim hole. There's the longer one, 2 inches, and there's a 1¼ inch, and it's a .625 in some of them. So I'm just looking at this thing, and it looks like a good match is a .453 rim, and it's a 1¼ inches long. So that's what I'm gonna use to put it back in here. Okay. So now this is the second and third part of this tool. What's gonna go? It's this thing right here. Looks like a screwdriver. I think we've determined that we're gonna use the .453 and 1¼ inch long. That looks like a good match. Screw this in. The valve. This one's got threading. No, I'll do it later. You know, again, put some little bit of oil in here somehow. It could be any type of oil or soap or anything that you have, just so that it goes in smoother. And then this tool right here goes in here, and then we shove it in and pull it back out. So that's the trick. Plug it in here. Okay, so I think I got that in. Oh, perfect. And then I kind of pull it out. Okay, I think it's in there. Then you take this out. We'll find out soon, but I think it got in. So the next thing to do is we're going to fill it with air, and to make sure there's no leak on it. So I did this specifically on a Saturday so that I'll find out tomorrow if there's a leak Sunday, and I can fix and do whatever I need to do so I can use it for Monday to go to work. So fill this out to the proper air and put on cap. Now you can spray this around this area to see if there's any leak, you know, using maybe soapy water of some sort. But I think I'm good, and then I'll check it tomorrow. There we go. So then you do the rest of the other tires. So put this tool in, gives me leverage when I pull this out. And then, you know, I dip this in a little bit of oil so it goes in. So just find that spot over there. It's in it. And then give it a twist so that it hooks onto that. So give it a twist so it hooks onto that. And then with this lever, pull it out. And there it is. Comes out pretty easy with the oil. Since I'm here, you know, lubricate that area a little bit later when we put in the new valve. Okay. So get the new valve. Put this in. Here's the handle. What I like to do is, you know, lubricate it so it goes in pretty easy. So put the tool back in here in position and see if you can push it in one quick push. Oh yeah, that got in. So it's shove it in there so you can see, and then just kind of pull it out till it sits on the housing. And then unscrew this. That should do it. Hopefully there's no leak. Hopefully it sits there pretty good. Okay, so as you can see, we got a new valve here. I did all 4 tires and it took me less than an hour to do. So it's pretty easy, and it's the first time I did it. I haven't done it before. I just looked at a couple of videos on YouTube of how to go about doing it. So there you go. Now you can do your own.